Let me check the connection. Checked the connection. It's sehr good, sehr good. I'm just gonna get to myself some of those beans and rice that I made for breakfast. Oh, and no, I shouldn't have added the brown sugar to that. I think I had enough sugar with the ketchup and the molasses. Just a little too sweet for my taste. You know, it's funny because I was never really a fan of baked beans. I thought I'd like it though with some rice and oh, it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be good. Some people are gonna love it. I just don't have. It's like when you don't have eat much sugar, you lose your sweet tooth significantly. I'm gonna have a lot of rice. Hello. Hello. How are you guys doing? I'm just having some of those beans and rice that I made the other day. And I put some hot dogs in there chopped up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I want some extra hot dog. Okay. Not too many beanie weenies because it is very little too sweet for my liking. Next time I make these, I am not going to make them with brown sugar. Skip the brown. Actually, I might just add a tablespoon of brown sugar, not a whole 1/3 of a cup. It doesn't seem like much, but actually I could have, probably even, I added more than that actually. Just under 2/3. Maybe. Yeah. I want extra hot dog in there. Give me the extra hot dogs. No funny business, guys. No funny business. Okay. Okay. What else can go in there? Beans and rice. And hot dogs. Beanie weenies. There's something else I need to add to that. Hot sauce. Add a little hot sauce to it, it'll certainly balance it out a little. Yep. Some cod liver oil. Gosh, we need to go shop. Oh, cheese. I'll add a little cheese to that. A little cheese, Shando. Have a big piece of cheese. Have another big piece of cheese. Alrighty, you got some cheesy. Here you go, babies. Here, good thing I cleaned that floor. Comes off the dirty floor. Nasty. Except you guys need a little water. Okay, have some butters. I'll get you some foods too. You don't seem that hungry. Huh? Okay. Really good with the rice, actually. Something to balance it out. Okay. I'm done. So, alrighty. Yeah, I'm sorry. God, that. Get a grip. Goodness, you guys, I wasn't even going down there. Chill. Chill, bro. Chill, bro. Bra. Bra. Chill, bra. Gosh, where did I fucking put them? Put that there for now. Too many books. Too many art books and stuffs. Ugh, man. Oh, yeah. And in the meantime, I should have been charging my portal, but I was sleepy. That's not bad. Oh, here's this. Keep that going then. Hi, hi, hi. Wow, hello everyone. What does this whole gig have to do with Diddy? Ugh, yuck. No one wants to think of that. Ugh. Actually, I find Diddy jokes kind of funny. I do. Everyone should be laughing at that motherfucker. Car. Hi guys. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel. Just wanted to... You guys wanted me to cook on my live stream as well as everything, and so I did. I made some beanie weenies the other day. I was resourceful, because literally this is all we have to eat around here, besides my boring cream of wheat that I've been eating all the time. I got tired of that. I'm probably not gonna eat it for a long time. I want to go to the store and get some corn tortillas, green peppers, chicken, and I want to make some green enchilada casserole. That would be good. Yup, beanie weenies. They're Hebrew nationals. They're not like Polish sausage or anything like that. They're not like bratwurst or anything like that, but it's good. Chorizo sausage and mixed with egg. That sounds good. Well, this is a lot better when I add some hot sauce to it. Balances out the sweetness. I think I should have added a little less sweetness to those beans, actually, because I mean, they taste like your average canned baked beans, don't get me wrong. They have the same type of sweetness and flavor to it, albeit they taste homemade, of course. But they remind me of those canned baked beans, the sweetness of them. I'd add a little less sweetness because I'm not a big... I don't have a huge sweet tooth anymore. I'm gonna go close my door. Honey, beanie weenies aren't for you, kiddo. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, baby. You wouldn't like them. Actually, you would, but it's not good for you. Man, this is a little rich in the morning, I must say. Like right now, I just feel... Actually, if I could eat anything right now, if I feel like eating anything, it would just be a couple of eggs and maybe a breakfast sausage or something. Bacon would be okay. But, you know, I think it's good to have a lot of protein in the morning, first thing in the morning. I don't understand why people eat so many carbs first thing in the morning, because it just makes you want to go back to sleep, you know? You know what I mean? Like, doesn't give you energy. Well, it does, but not for very long. It's not a prolonged source of energy. It's like, like pancakes. A whole stack of pancakes is just going to make me go back to bed. Oh, English breakfast is awesome. That's what I'm talking about. I should try making that sometime. I'm sorry, honey. This isn't for you, babe. I'm sorry. I feel bad when I can't share any of it with him. No, I'm sorry. I can't share it, buddy. I don't think beans are good for you, babe. Let alone all the hot sauce that's in here. Well, I wasn't gonna waste all those good hot dogs, but I'm done. I might eat the rest later, but I'm like done. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm putting it right up there for now, because you can't have it. I'm sorry. Ugh. That was heavy. That was rich, 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 rich. Why, hello there. Why is it so freaking hot in here? One sec. I'm gonna open my window and get my water. I was salty. Have my hair vitamins. Trying to let my hair grow out. Hello, hello. You love beans, but the beans don't love you. I hear ya. It's, you know, I don't know. There's some foods you just have to let your body get used to, because if you haven't had beans in a long time, yeah, that's gonna happen. Or like if you go vegetarian for the first time. I heard people who go vegetarian or vegan for the first time, they're constantly breaking wind. And then their bodies just sort of adjust and they stop farting all the time. Turn up my light a little bit. Yeah. Is this even charging? No, it's not. One moment. I might charge my little light here. Man. Oh, I'll get in my spot now. All right. Oh, yeah. What's my native language? English. Isn't that obvious? Late night coffee and dance streams. Well, thank you, Don. That's an honor to me. I do. You guys enjoy my channel so much. Hi. Why, hello there's. Hi there's. Hi there's. Why are you giving me that cute face? Why are you giving me that cute face? Can I have a hug? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, you're so cute. Oh, you're such a big baby. Oh, yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're a big baby. You're a big baby and you have a propensity to get a little chubby. You can tell your dog's getting a little chubby when there's a flab of fat overlapping their tail, or their back meets their tail, or their butt back meets their tail. You can tell that they're getting chubby when there's a little layer of like a fat overlap in their tail. You don't want that. Actually, he doesn't look bad, but he used to have that. Actually, he used to be a little overweight. It is morning. Actually, it's noon now. Oh, God. My back. Oh, one sec. One sec. You know what? Fuck this contraption. One sec. I'm so uncomfortable right now. I'm so uncomfortable right now, dude. I think it's because my back hurts, but... One sec. Wow. Hawaiian shirt. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm too tactile. Hello, Friedrich. Or Frederick. How are you doing? Thank you. It's 3:07 p.m. over there, so I'm guessing you live on the East Coast, Yankee Ward? Shando is iconic, isn't he? God, that's... I feel like I shouldn't have eaten that. Ugh. I don't feel that good. Hi. You guys all think I look like Sarah Connor. That's pretty... I take that as a compliment. Largest country in Africa. Huh. That's funny. Yeah, I don't hear many people bringing up Algeria. It's usually like the Congo or Somalia or... Well, I learned about Nyiragongo volcano. That's why I know about the Congo. Nyiragongo volcano has the largest active lava lake of all the volcanoes in the world, and there are two volcanoes that are sort of close to each other along the African rift system. They have Nyiragongo and Nyamiragira, and Nyamiragira is a shield volcano, whereas Nyiragongo is a stratovolcano. The stratovolcano, because it's the classic big large volcano, right? A shield volcano is the one that's like a kind of like a slope. It's shorter, but it's large. It's like it's more like a slope. And both those two volcanoes account for 45% of Africa's volcanic activity. That's where Lake Kivu resides, and Lake Kivu is this death lake where toxic gases can build up, like an earthquake, even any type of movement, like rainwater hitting that lake can activate the poisonous gases. And there was this one tragedy that occurred where the gases of this lake were released, and animals and people for miles and miles and miles around were just dropped like flies, dead. Isn't that scary? Yeah. I wouldn't want to live there. I wouldn't want to live near that volcano or near that lake, I should say. That's scary. And Nyiragongo's scary. There was this one eruption that occurred in 2002, and it was just like the lava just came down those slopes so fast. I forget how fast. It's been a long time since I wrote that paper on that volcano. Oopsie. Sorry. You being goofy? You being a goofball? I have not visited Yellowstone, but I would love to. That's scary, though, thinking about the fact that that shit's due. We're due for that. Ugh. Now it's cold. It must be freezing out there. I need to look at. I would have to look at a map to see the proportions. Cause I don't remember. Are you from Algeria? I was addicted to heroin user, didn't die. I was addicted to heroin for 6 years. And I've been clean as of February 28, 2023. Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I'm glad too, because there were various times where I could have been gone, so I OD'd 3 times after my best friend died, and I didn't, I went out and drank too much, and it was, anytime I combined that alcohol with it, I really almost made myself extinct. Vegan merch up. Yeah, I remember that. I remember those being itchy. The funny thing about it is, despite the fact that itchiness is just uncomfortable all around. When I was on that stuff, anytime I would start itching, it was just a sign that it was good shit, Which is just bizarre because it's like if someone said, "Oh yeah, just anyone who's deep in an addiction, that addiction specifically, if they hear that like there's this strain of dope going around, this black tar, whatever going around, that's actually killed a few people, made them OD or whatever, then someone who's deep into an H addiction is going to be like, oh, then it must be good shit. I want it. I'm going to go get my hands on that because it's potent. Because you get to a point where your tolerance is so high that you can't feel it anymore. And you're looking for anything that's going to make you feel like, the way it made you feel when you first started it or whatever. Or the honeymoon phase or whatever, which does not last. And yeah, it's terrible. It's a miserable existence. It's a prison. Eventually you just can't even experience pleasure from it. You're just running away from the sickness. I don't recommend it. Happy gas in a balloon. Really interesting. Never heard of that being offered in bars or anywhere else for that matter. Yeah, not to be taken lightly, that's for sure. Oops. Beans and salmon sounds good. I drink like Napoleon Dynamite. Gosh. Oh my gosh. Dude. Oh man. Oh my gosh, dude. Chill out, bro. I haven't seen that in ages. It's a 2000s gem. I'm going to be 35 in 4 days. It's my birthday. 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 What should I wear on my birthday? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, text based. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Oh, you know what? I'm going to go get my little pillow here. Oh, this thing, these Shakti mats, these acupressure mats. I have a mat with it. It's really nice. Oh. Oh. Oh, oops. But man, my back hurts. Oh, yeah, buddy. Sorry, man. I have a hard time getting to sleep, even though I'm tired. I have a hard time getting my brain to shut the hell up. I'm not depressed. I just woke up because I'm tired. I didn't fall asleep till like what, 3 in the morning or so. Actually, it's like I'm just about to fall asleep, and then Channel's like, I need to go potty. I'm like, oh no. Why me? Kidding. But yeah, that's what happens. My boy's a big boy. He's a good boy. Yes, he is. I love him. Yeah, I need to really fix my sleep schedule. I'm trying to quit weed. That's why. It's not easy. It's been like what, 4 or 5 days now. Don't worry. I'm moving it carefully. I don't know if I can even crack my neck, actually. I can't do that. I used to be able to. Just like, you should actually rotate it clockwise. That's what we used to do in our yoga class or whatever. Mm. Oof. You cracked your soul. I'll crack my knuckles. I can crack my back every now and then. And that makes it feel better sometimes, but I haven't done it in a while. Because I don't want to. Forgot. My skin's so dry. Hey, Inner Flyer, how are you doing? Let's crack anything except my neck. I don't trust that. Yeah, me too. I mean, when I crack my back, I'm basically doing like a yoga posture when I do it. I'm just like, a very subtle twist can make it go, you know? It's not like I'm exerting it, you know. It's not like I'm pushing it or forcing it like that. You know what I mean? I'm just like twisting my body around ever so slightly, and it can create a nice crackle. But yeah, I wouldn't trust my neck either. I'm not doing that, especially since I do have a sense of neck that's like prone to getting kinks in it. I get a kink in my neck every now and then. I remember when I was 9 years old, when the first time I remember that happening was when I was around 8 or 9 years old, and I could not even look up because it hurt. Like, I couldn't even look up. My parents were so concerned they took me to the doctor because of that. And they put me in a wheelchair just for a moment to see what was up and all. I don't know why that I was escorted in a wheelchair. It wasn't like I couldn't walk, but like, yeah, they wanted to make sure I wasn't like exerting my spine or my neck. But I'm okay now. Oh, I don't know. Kink in your neck, it's like it's where you pull like a tendon or a muscle in your neck or something, and then you feel like this painful jolt of it's like an electric shock of pain. Just oh god, it's terrible, guys. It's one of the worst things. Who invited Jeffrey to the chat? To who invited Jeffrey Epstein to the chat? Or did he? Or who? I don't know. Why is this guy trying to offer me massages, dude? Like, I don't trust that one bit. Mm. And don't get me wrong. I do love a good massage, but who doesn't? But like, yo, if someone's offering me a free massage, I don't trust it unless it's my husband or something, or my boyfriend, you know, whatever. I'm not gonna play music right now. For one thing, I'll get copyrighted, and I don't. I did download YouTube Music, but I'm not gonna do that right now. Might do it later. Next time, maybe. See what that entails. Anyway, welcome to the channel, everyone. I know should start mine at 10 or so, because that's usually when my audience really starts to join in. But gosh, I need to go to bed, get better sleep. I would like to start getting up at like what, 8 a.m. That would be great. Get everything done. Yeah. That feels better. Oh yeah, buddy. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, I'm not muted. Am I muted? Guys, let me know if I'm muted. I look ginger. Yeah, I'm not muted, brah. Love you too, Retro. How are you doing? Good, good, good. Yep. I can see your messages, guys. Not muted. Good. Monday morning. Is it really? It's Sunday over here. Oh, yeah. I'm sad? No, I'm not sad. I don't feel very good physically. Like my back, body kind of aches. I think I slept wrong or something. Just constantly trying to get comfortable on that bed. Again, I need to order myself one of those bed um pads or whatever someone recommended for me, because yeah, my bed's too hard and there are loose springs in it and it's not very pleasant. I wish I had weed, but no, I don't have weed. I'm trying to quit it, right? I'm not quit it, but like I'm trying to take a nice long break from it so that I'll be more inclined to not smoke it first thing in the morning and right before I go do something important. And it gets to the point where you can't even feel much pleasure from it. It just starts to make you feel like a stony baloney, groggy Marcus the Worm. Yeah. Ooh, nice. I have this Shakti mat thing, this bed of nail for pussy pillow right against my back here, and that feels better. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I have a longer than average torso, and I think back problems run in my family. I really do. That could be the reason, because I'm definitely not the only sibling here who's complained of back problems. And my mom has back problems. My dad has back problems. Actually, my dad seems to have more knee problems. Poor, I feel sorry for him though, because like my dad said his retirement dream was to be able to just go and play tennis anytime he wanted to, because he was really good at tennis, but his knees really kind of messed up, unfortunately, so he can't go play tennis. Because he got that knee surgery, which he kind of regrets, because like it was when he was kind of overweight, and he wishes that he would have just lost the weight, and maybe his knee would have gotten better and would have been able to just play tennis without getting all that surgery done to his knee. I don't know. You never know. I love this stuff. Oh yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I hope my knees don't get too bad too. I've heard like, knee rotations are really good for your knees. That was something they taught me in yoga class. Like, let me show you. Let me show you a good exercise for your knees. It does look silly, so I don't know. Could do it by yourself, whatever. People might laugh at you. People have laughed at me. But it's like knee rotations. You see, like, sorry, this is giving you Silence of the Lambs, but and then you go the other way, counterclockwise. And then the other way. And then the other way. Knee rotations. Good for your knees. Oof. Lean my back up against this mofo. Oh yeah, it feels better. So. Okay, I'm not laughing. Sound like you are. Okay. No, people don't call me Twiggy. I'm not that small. I'm not as small as Twiggy. She's tiny, man. I mean, look at my muscles. See? Look, I have muscles for days. Wait, what? How has my live stream broken community guidelines? How's that? Why is that? Huh? My account has been reported? Why? Why is that? Is it really a troll? Someone reported my channel, dude. That's what happened. Because it's YouTube Live support. No, someone reported it. Really, you guys think it's fake? They don't contact me in chat room. That's what I thought. It's a troll? Okay, guys. Okay, God, that freaked me out. I'm like, what? I was just showing you guys something beneficial for your knees. Wow. Maybe they saw my hat or something. I don't know. Jesus Christ. Oh my gosh, man. Excuse me? Who's reporting me for no reason? I'm fine. You guys think I'm fine? No, seriously, I'm yeah. You've seen that scam message before? You guys think I'm okay? Because here's the thing. When they report things, like they could report anything for any reason, right? And YouTube uses AI bots to determine, or like they don't even determine anything. They just like, I don't know. I heard of this one guy who was playing music that's actually in the public domain, like Beethoven, and they got their channel demonetized or their copyrighted or whatever because of something that's in the public domain, and because like YouTube uses AI and they don't really care. You know, I don't know. That's messed up. You've seen everything. You're fine. Okay. I'm fine. You've seen it before. People have done that to you on your live streams. Is that what you're saying? And you're fine. Reasons are reviewed. YouTube would contact you by email. Okay. Yeah, that's what I figure. I was thinking immediately like, oh gosh, I better be checking my email now. Oh, you know, I worked my arse off, guys. That's just evil. That would be evil for someone to try to bring down this channel, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? This channel is absolutely harmless. We talk about recovery from addiction, changing our bad habits. We paint and we draw. We talk about Shando. We show you the cute dog over here. I show you my muscles and motherfucker. I can see someone getting pissed off because I'm like a Trump supporter, but that's no reason to ban my channel, because there are all kinds of people on YouTube who talk about politics and stuff. The body language guy, Blair White, blah 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 blah. And I love those guys. They have common sense. And I admire common sense. I respect people who can admit that they're wrong. Oh, yeah. And I've admitted that I was wrong. I had terrible TDS. Terrible TDS. And all because I didn't want to lose friends, which I did. But I would rather not forfeit my integrity. I'd rather be true and honest and not be lying about someone and propagating um, lies and untruths than have friends who are only kind of, you know, treating me like I'm part of, I'm just an asset to their team or to their cause or to their lot, you know, and they don't have a cause. They're going around, you know, damaging other people's reputation, and at what cost? There's no reason for it. They went, you know, it's just there's nothing but hatred behind it. There's nothing but hatred and a herd mentality. And, you know, I think that we need to, you know, look on both sides, you know, and know how much the media likes to corrupt and spin things. And we have to look at the ulterior motives, you know, and the fact that they don't want to be exposed. That's what they're afraid of. That's what the Clintons are afraid of. They don't want to be exposed. And they're evil. They're the evil ones. Bill Clinton's evil. Bill Gates is evil. Look at those guys. Just because Trump isn't the most attractive man doesn't mean he's evil. Hollywood used to love him. They turned on him because they knew that if he had power, that he would expose them. I'll bet Oprah's been to Diddy Island. I'll bet she's been to Epstein Island. Well, I don't know about that, but wouldn't surprise me. Blood money. Blood money all around. So yeah, I was just like, maybe it's because they saw this. Woohoo! Fight, 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 fight. Fight, 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 fight. Fight, 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 fight. Fight against lies and untruths. Oh. Many people have 2 channels now for that reason. Fascinating. Fascinating. And that's, well, you know, I've never seen anyone getting taken down for conducting free speech in that regard. I feel like you could sue for something like that, you know? That's just wrong. That's just wrong. It's wrong. Someone the other day called me Eugenia Cooney. Well, you know what? People don't talk about him being deporter in chief. And people don't talk about him and his drone strikes. You know, people don't talk about all the wars he caused and, like, the fact that Trump has actually created more peace than not. You know, he's prevented wars before they've even happened. All he tries to do is prevent wars from happening. You know, it's like, you know, he can't win. If he were to save, let me just tell you, if he were to save a drowning puppy, no, people would still condemn him. He made it so that it's a crime now you will be punished if you abuse animals. Animal abuse will not be tolerated under Trump's administration, and no one batted it. No one said a darn thing, man. No one's, of course, and you know how like you know the left likes to act like they're the most compassionate and empathetic, and like, since when did they ever, you know, make moves to really condemn animal abuse? They've been so light on that crime. They've been so light on that crime. Everyone's been so light on that crime. And that's something that I wouldn't tolerate. I'm so glad that we're actually taking that seriously, because they're not allowed to get an animal. If you've hurt an animal like that, you're not allowed to have an animal. And I'm all for that. I mean, it's too common where people just, they're allowed to get like 7 cats, 8 dogs, blah blah blah, and and you know, and they abuse these animals and neglect them, and it's always too late. You know, it's like, okay, we do something about it as soon as we find a house full of corpses. Gosh, that Michelle, man, she's really something, isn't she? Always whining about, like, you know, she's always whining about something. She acts like being the first lady was, oh my gosh, like she was so oppressed or something. I don't know, like she's always whining about something. I can't even bear to watch it. It's so aggravating to hear her speak these days, especially these days, like. Thank you, Chuck Black. I need to look into that Pam Bondi stuff, because I haven't been watching politics lately. I'll be honest about that. Haven't been watching that lately. I've been too busy with these live streams. I haven't even been. I start to get really focused on one thing, and then I forget to do other things, and so I need to do that. I get very immersed in one thing. My favorite books, John Steinbeck, and I like Shakespeare, but I like John Steinbeck the most. He's my favorite author. I like his writing style. You know, I got so many of his books. I have The Acts of King Arthur and His Knights by John Steinbeck. I have East of Eden by John Steinbeck. I have Cannery Row. I have Tortilla Flat. East of Eden, Cannery Row, and Tortilla Flat are my favorite books. And I have The Grapes of Wrath, of course. I have John Steinbeck's letters, and like letters, it's like a whole collection of his letters, and you know, other things that were, you know, that were documents by him and for him that were collected after his death. In fact, I could show you that. It's really cool, actually. What? Why is that off? Uh-oh, did I turn that? Oops. Whoopsie daisy. There we go. Here, I'll find that, because it's such a good book. Oh gosh, I have so many John Steinbeck books that I lose count. Let's see. Oh, John Steinbeck's Letters, A Life in Letters. Here we go, here it is. Here it is. Oh yeah, that feels better when I have this on my back. So look at this, guys. This is John Steinbeck's A Life in Letters, edited by Elaine Steinbeck and Robert Walston. So his wife, and by the way, his wife came up with the titles and names of a lot of his books. She came up with the title The Grapes of Wrath, his wife did. And you know, People like to say, oh, he was such a misogynist anytime I say I love John Steinbeck, but he certainly wasn't. And East of Eden had one of the most interesting female characters of all of any book I've ever read. And I've read a lot of books. I mean, you know, despite the fact that I've got some mild form of dyslexia, it's made it so that I respect the books that I read. I was homeschooled, and I would not let dyslexia or whatever, ADHD or whatever it is that's make it so I can't focus, prevent me from enjoying a book and absorbing its contents. Let me show you this book here. John Steinbeck. And his birthday's one day after mine, by the way, so that's probably another reason why why I have an affinity for him. Because maybe it's because maybe there's some truth to like the Pisces and all that other stuff. Oh yeah, Travels of Charlie. That's such a good book. That was one of his last books, and in it, it's actually an autobiography where he realizes that he wrote about America and the people of America, but he's never really been everywhere in America. He hasn't like visited every place in America. He hasn't been around America necessarily. He's written about like Monterey Bay, but he decides to rediscover America with his dog Charlie, who happens to be this poodle. And so they go from east to west, rediscovering America. And in the book, actually, he bears witness to that what was it called? It was that little girl who was escorted through a crowd. She was like a little black girl who was going to a white only school, and they were all like throwing fruits at her and stuff. It was really mean. I forget what was Rosa. No, not Rosa Parks. What was her name? I forget now. Norman Rockwell painted her. It was really, really profound. But John Steinbeck bore witness to that and said it made him absolutely nauseous. He said it made him sick. So also, he wasn't a racist too. He definitely wasn't a racist. He was a very compassionate person, you know, and for his time, like he was an advocate for the common man, or mankind. I mean, everybody. Let me show you. When I say the common man, I mean like everybody, women and men. So let me show you. People like to get that twisted. What was her name? Let me see. What was it? Yeah. Let me see. No, okay. I knew that Rosa Parks was the one who with the bus. What was her name though? I forget. Ruby Bridges? Was her name Ruby Bridges? Yes, it was Ruby Bridges. I got mixed up because both of them start with an R. Let me see. Norman Rockwell painting. Yeah. Norman Rockwell. Yep. There's a Norman Rockwell painting of her. See this Norman Rockwell painting? Oh, let me see. Go back. Okay, got it. Okay, look at this Norman Rockwell painting. This actually happened. She was being escorted to this school, and people went ballistic. Okay, so John Steinbeck, he didn't even know that that's what they were doing. Like, he didn't know what everyone was doing. He happened to be there. And when he saw this all unfold, he almost threw up right there on the spot. Like, it made him so sick for them to be treating this little girl like this. He was not a racist whatsoever. You know, he was friends with everyone. He was friends with, you know, black people, Mexicans. You know, he had a lot of Mexican friends. You know, he was a very compassionate person, and not a misogynist whatsoever. And people like to make, you know, like, people are just ignoramuses here, like over there in Portland. Fudge 'em, man. They like to make up things about people. Oh, he must have been a bigot. You know, why do you say that? Oh, oh, I don't know. Can you give me a reason? Oh, no, I can't give you a reason. Oh, is it because of Mice and Men and it refers to the only female character as Curly's wife? Well, there's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. You know, I forget what the reason was, but I remember looking it up, and there actually was a reason for it. Like, everyone in that book had a dream that wouldn't be fulfilled. Everyone in that book had a dream that did not get fulfilled. Curly's wife wanted something. She wanted something in that book, like to be a movie star. I forget what it was. I forget what Curly wanted. It's been so long since I've read that book. But we all know that George and Lenny wanted to live off the fat of the land. And then there was Candy, the old man. He wanted something. Like, they all had a dream that never got fulfilled. And the whole moral of that story, the whole point of that story is that the higher your expectations for something, the harder the crash. The more you expect something, the higher your expectations for something, the more painful it's gonna be when those expectations go awry. The best laid plans of mice and men go awry. That's the whole book is based on that poem by the poet Burns. I forget the first name. But let me see. I mean, this book is just full of letters and notes from John Steinbeck. He was just always writing. And the funny thing about him was he wasn't even very good at grammar. You know, he had an editor, but he was a master storyteller. And you know, so a lot of his books were semi-autobiographical, like East of Eden. East of Eden actually tells the story of how his family, his grandfather, came to America from Ireland. And they had a huge family, like kind of like my family, like 8, 9 siblings. And John Steinbeck actually makes a cameo in it with his little sister at one point. In it, it was like, he's kind of like around, I'm trying to remember, it was like around World War I, and Germans were being treated like crap in America. And so, and he remembers this one time where when he was a kid, he there's this one moment he regrets where they come across this German soldier and they start like bullying him. I forget exactly. It's been so, you know, it's been a decade since I've read the book. But it's such a profound book. There's this character named Lee Chong who came to be in America from like the railroads and all, you know, and all that, and there's a history. And it was really sad. It was really sad what happened to Lee Chong's parents. They worked on the railroads, and Lee Chong's mother disguised herself as a man so that she could be with her husband. And when all the men on that railroad team found out about it, the poor guy watched his own wife get R-worded by all these guys. It's a very, very intense book. But it's, and you know, there's this one character named Kathy Ames, and she is the antagonist. She is evil. But if there's one thing, and this really good guy falls in love with her, but he's really naive and vulnerable and kind of stupid. And so they have kids, and one of the kids is like, you know, kind of righteous, if you will, and another one of them is kind of an asshole, right? And later on in his life, he starts to feel really guilty, and he starts to wonder, am I like my mother? Am I evil like my mother? He learns about his mother because he didn't, like, you know, because she left, right? When she finds out about all that, he starts to really question himself. And then towards the end, he realizes, and this was really big for me growing up. I mean, not growing up, but like, it was really big for me when I read it. It was really applicable to me. It was basically, I don't want to ruin it for you, but it was like he realized that he has a choice He knows good and he knows evil and he knows good. And he has a choice to do good. Whereas his mother never knew good. She was bad and she was evil because she didn't know that good existed. You know, she had a history. Even John Steinbeck made it so you had compassion for her. Like she was beating around, she was like, you know, prostituted and all this other stuff. You know, he made it so that you could have compassion for her. Man, that book is so good. I want to read it again. If you can't read it, the audiobook is excellent. The audiobook is perfect. The voice is perfect for it. You know, the East of Eden audiobook, I highly recommend it, guys. I got like three of that book. It's so good. Look, you know, read East of Eden, guys. It's my favorite book of all time. It's a very interesting, and the book is just full of really good lessons too. It isn't like all doom and gloom, by the way. It's got antagonists and protagonists, whatever, you know. It's like any good book, but it's the best book I've ever read. And John Steinbeck even considered it his magnum opus, which means the greatest of all time, better than The Grapes of Wrath, by far. Oh, I think it's better than The Grapes of Wrath. What did I use? I was a heroin addict for 6 years. John Steinbeck, y'all. Are you drinking 1% because you think you're fat? Because you're not. How did I get into aging? How did I stop? Well, okay, so a bunch of things happened, unfolded, unraveled, whatever. Right before I started doing that, I started going to college, and I went to live with my grandma and take care of her for 4 months, and she passed away, and she was my hero, okay? I really loved my grandma. And, so then I went to live with my sister and her boyfriend and their roommates, and that was weird. Because the roommates were weird. But they moved out, and so they had to move out, and so I had to go my own way. So I moved into student housing while I was in college. And I invited some of the wrong friends into my student housing. And they offered me drugs when I complained of social anxiety, like being too anxious and stuff, and not. They asked me, how are you doing? I said, sorry, I got really bad social anxiety. He said, this might help, and they offered me Chasing the Dragon, but that was after I had been offered Suboxone off the street, actually, just once. But then they offered me the black tar later on, and I smoked the dragon, chased the dragon. And then, yeah, I just sort of went downhill from there. I lost friends, not like, they passed away. One of my bosses passed away. She meant a lot to me. And some of these friends had nothing to do with drugs. And, lost my best friend. And when that happened, I really went downhill. And, started drinking on top of it. And when I drank on top of it, I started ODing. There were various times when I almost died. I found myself in strange places around town, blackout drunk. Found myself stranded at a gas station wrapped up in a strange blanket. I had no idea who the hell gave it to me. Found myself in strange beds. Woke up in men's beds with clues that I had been R-worded. I'm glad I don't remember. I'm glad I was blackout drunk then. But it was awful. If I hadn't gotten blackout drunk in the first place, it never would have happened. And I was able to quit because I lost everything. And I surrendered. And I started praying to God. And finding support systems, like my drug counselor. And meditating and getting back into things that I love. And knowing that it takes time, being aware, having some more foresight into how this process is going to unfold rather than being completely blinded, helped. Yeah, I do feel too much. I do feel too much. You're right about that. People have always said that about me. And I think too much. Like, that was one reason why I wanted to get high, was to get my mind to shut up. And to not feel so much too. Yeah. To disassociate. I wanted to disassociate. And also, right before my grandma passed away, my ex-boyfriend, right before, right after, at first we were best friends, and then he courted me and all that, and I started going out with him, and then he showed his true colors, and he, he started beating me and all this other stuff, and then he cheated on me, and, that was traumatic, man. I never thought that would all happen to me. I thought I trusted him. It was the trust, man. It was the broken trust, especially, that traumatized me. It was the how could you do this to me? And I was so disassociated after that I felt like I was like underwater, it felt like. But not. Like underwater, but it was like I was numb and disassociating. And I couldn't even coordinate myself. I could not even connect with anyone around me or anything around me. I spent so much time alone after that. Just, I felt the only time I felt any type of peace was when I would just sit in that one little cafe that I went to, and I would just sit in there alone and have my cappuccino and watch the world go by. But it just felt like I was watching it from the outside, looking in, like I wasn't even a part of it. So one thing after another. I don't know, like, how things would have gone if I didn't go through all that, but I certainly wanted to not... I wanted a distraction from that. And I wanted to get away from it. Oh, I haven't gotten groceries yet. No, I mean, I've practically just woken up, guys. I was considering doing that maybe when I'm done with this live stream here. Anyway. And, you know, I mean, I'm getting back into my painting, and it's really nice painting with you guys and getting commissions. That's always so nice. I'm working on a commission right now. Working on my own Prince portrait. Dang it. I don't know where to put things. One sec. I gotta find a place for all this stuff. Here, let me share my information in case anyone would like to commission me for painting. I'll show you some of one of my works that I'm working on in just a sec. Oops. Wow. I don't even crave that shit anymore. I feel like God is seriously keeping me safe, you know? I feel like he's watching over me, keeping me safe, and I know that for a fact. I don't care what anyone says, anyone mocks me or whatever, which it has happened here. I don't care. Let's see. Okay. Oop. No, not the. Wait a minute. Gosh. Oh, no. There we go. Hey, buddy. You're a good boy. Yeah, you make yourself cozy. Good boy. My Instagram is where I post all my artwork. And then my, oh wow. Someone named Julian being a total dipshit. Okay. Discord. I knew some guy named Julian. He was also a weirdo. You know, he was some older guy who'd come to the cafe where I worked, and he'd come just sort of lingering up to the counter. He'd look behind him to make sure no one was watching. Then he'd start saying really creepy things to me, you know. And he was like a geo-astrologer who'd go downstairs in our cafe basement like it was his business and start scamming people. You could even probably find his Yelp account where people are calling him out for scamming them. There was this one review where some guy wanted his money back because it was like he said, well, you should go to this place and you'll find your life, blah 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 blah. And so the guy, none of this ever had. It was a total scam, and so he wanted his money back. And so you know what Julian says to him? You masturbate too much, and then hung up on him. And you know what? He used to come up and tell me that he told me that he was parked. He was living in his car, and I was living in some house with a bunch of roommates. He said he was parked outside my house. He said he parked his vehicle where he was living right outside my house. Creep. Real creep. Like, serial killer vibes. This guy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He got kicked out of that cafe one time. It was epic. It was epic. There was this one guy I knew who was just like a really theatrical guy, and he was friends with my best friend, okay, Adrian. And Adrian was sitting down there, and all of a sudden Julian goes crazy on him, just starts screaming at him. I forget what they were yelling about. Also, this guy was a totally anti-Semite. He was totally anti-Semitic. He was really not a good person. And so yeah, he got kicked out of the cafe for trying to harm people, trying to actually harm people. Yeah, that was some crazy shit. Let me pin this. There's some interesting lore to that cafe. I miss it sometimes. Yeah. Mm. Oh, wow. Somehow. Hello, hello. Hi, Makaya. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good, Cosmic Egghead. How are you doing? Oh, I love you too. Love you too, guys. Oh, stretch out a little bit. Stretch. I need to stretch more. Ooh. Let's see. Oof. Back. Oh. Okay. Fixing my hair. It's like some type of thin hair that won't get off my face. Okay. I just love the way this shit smells. It smells like gardenia or something. Like, it smells like Crabtree and Evelyn perfume. Wish that they didn't go out of business. Did they go out of business, Crabtree and Evelyn? I'm not sure. I'm not gonna say that. Say that for sure they did. I'm not absolutely certain, but I have not seen their stuff in a long time. I want to break free. I want to break free. I want to break free from your life. You're so self-satisfied. I don't need you. I want to break free. God knows. God knows I want to break free. I've fallen in love. I've fallen in love for the first time, and this time I know it's for real. When I walk out the door, oh, you know I want to break free. Oh, you know I want to break free. Broken herons will give me frizzy. Ugh. Hasn't been that long since I've trimmed my hair, but I probably should actually. I'm not sure. I don't think those look like split ends. I'm not sure. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't. Nah. Well, I'm not sure. Hard for me to determine exactly. I don't think those are split ends. It wasn't that long since I trimmed my hair. My life still moves on. I can't get used to living without you by my side. Well. Where's my little brush? Thought I had that over here, maybe. Oh, here it is. I got this, like, someone gave this to me, an LED laser brush. Does anyone know about these? Do they actually work? I'm not sure if they actually work, but I'm willing to experiment with something that was given to me for free. As long as it's good for my hair. As long as it's not gonna harm it. It stinks. You seriously doubt it? Yeah. You know, I mean, I think it's probably pseudoscience. I'm gonna look it up. Let's see what the internet has to say about LED brushes and see if they work. Do LED brushes work? There we go. Okay, Reddit. By the way, any thoughts on red light brushes for thinning hair? I know there's a lot of hype around red light therapy for body and face. I have been trying to develop a self-care routine and struggling with thinning hair. Asked my hairstylist and dermatologist, Tried the minoxidil drops, but it irritated my scalp. I've heard that that's not good for you when you stop using it. I saw someone post on Instagram about red light scalp and hair, and I'm curious. Red light for scalp and hair, and I'm curious. Any experience or recommendations? Blah blah blah. Okay. At least it wasn't a waste of money for me. Thank you so much for these. Blah 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 blah. Never mind. Let's see. I went on a red light deep dive a few months ago, and honestly, it's not worth it. The vast majority of red light devices on the market actually don't reach the appropriate frequency threshold for therapeutic red light. Q. You don't cover enough surface area for the amount of light that a lot of those devices give off, and you also have to expose the skin to it for extended periods of time, often more than is recommended by the device itself. Unless you're willing to spend a pretty considerable amount of money, a lot of them don't do what you think they're doing. I figured. If you're experiencing hair loss, I highly recommend finding a dermatologist in your area. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. First question. Anything majorly successful happen in the first 3 to 4 months? I'm talking to the level... Wait. No, that's wrong. Wait. No, I'm not getting that answer. Never mind. Interesting. This AI review says LED hairbrushes using low-level light therapy can work to improve hair density and reduce shedding, particularly for genetic hair loss. Okay. Androgenetic alopecia. Well, I don't trust AI. Clinical studies and user reports indicate that with consistent long-term use, 3+ months, the red light stimulates follicles, reducing inflammation, and improves blood circulation, making hair thicker. How they work. They use red near-infrared light, 630 to 670, to boost ATP production in hair follicles, promoting energy to stimulate growth. Usage requirements, yeah, I say use it daily. Best for individuals with early to moderate hair thinning, postpartum shedding, or those looking to boost their overall hair health. While effective, they are generally less powerful than in-clinic laser treatments, but offer a convenient at-home and non-invasive option. They are not a miracle cure, and results can vary based on the extent of hair loss. Okay. The technology is more effective for strengthening existing follicles rather than revitalizing completely dormant or scarred follicles. Okay, I don't fucking... How about Stanford Medicine? Let's see what they say about it. Just give me the damn answer, please. Just give me the damn answer. I hate it when they have to tell me a whole freaking story. Just give me the answer I'm looking for. Okay. Debating effectiveness. While hair regeneration and wrinkle reduction have fairly robust evidence to support the use of red light therapy, other applications such as improving athletic performance lack data. Since red light devices come in a variety of shapes and sizes, have different potencies and prescribed time of use, as well as extreme variation in costs, measuring their comparative effectiveness can be like comparing apples with oranges. According to science, red light isn't bogus. With a process called selective photothermolysis, light can be tailored to use specific wavelengths to target tissue and stimulate an effect within tissue. The shorter the wavelength of light, the more potent it is, making it somewhat a tunable tool. Shorter wavelengths can be used to kill skin cells, while longer ones can help heal or stimulate cell growth or the production of different molecules, such as collagen building proteins. Hair growth and skincare. Studies have shown that red light penetrates the skin at shallow depths and stimulates follicle growth. There's evidence that light causes. This is Stanford.edu. Okay, it's not like .com, it's .edu. Hair growth and skincare. Studies have shown that red light penetrates the skin at shallow depths and stimulates follicle growth. There's evidence that the light causes vasodilation, a widening of blood vessels. We know some hair products, such as topical minoxidil, harness that to stimulate hair growth, Rahman said. The dilation of blood vessels enables more blood and nutrients to reach the hair follicles. Used over multiple months consistently, red light has been shown to regrow thinning hair. But it should also be noted, when the person stops applying red light, the effects stop. Okay. But at least you don't lose your hair like I've heard you do with minoxidil when you stop. The dilation of blood vessels enables more blood and nutrients to reach the hair follicles. Okay, well, blah, blah, blah. That vasodilation, Rahman suspects, is likely the mechanism for other dermatological effects of red light, such as wrinkle reduction. Hundreds of studies documenting the impact of red light in a clinical setting have reported a range of outcomes, including how different wavelengths of red light change the inner workings of cells, and blinded clinical trials that show how red light plumps up skin features in human participants through an increase of collagen production. Okay. At home versus the clinic. Red light therapy, particularly for hair growth and skin rejuvenation, delivered in a clinic will almost always be more powerful than any at-home device. Well, duh, Rahman said. However, someone who is bald likely won't see any benefit from red light tools, since the red light's effect isn't able stimulate hair growth from dead follicles. I think they skipped a word. Options for hair stimulating red light tools include red light caps and ones that have a comb-like feature to separate the hairs and deliver light to the scalp. But even red light treatments in a dermatology clinic aren't a sure bet. Their effectiveness can vary depending on the wavelength of red light and the duration and frequency of treatment. Overall, studies show that there's benefit with hair growth, and there's evidence to suggest it can reduce inflammation of tissues, Rahman said. But it all depends on the strength and duration of the treatment, which is largely unknown when people buy tools to use at home. There is still more research to be done. Okay. Well, since I didn't have to spend any money on this, and I have it, and it's probably expensive, I'll use it. It feels good, actually. It does feel good. It feels like a massage on my head because it's, the vibrating and all that. It does feel good on my scalp, so I'll use it for that purpose, even if it doesn't work. Mm. So, I mean, Stanford.edu thinks that there are benefits, but in terms of like these at-home treatments, they do need more research. So, yeah, I'll use it. I'm not gonna waste something that's expensive like this. I mean, I'd feel like an idiot if it didn't work, but whatever. It still feels kind of good to my scalp. I'll bet just even the vibrating head massage is kind of stimulating to my hair follicles, by itself. Let's see, I'm gonna get my hair out of my damn face. It all makes money. Well, that's true. That's true. You gotta be skeptical of lucrative motives. For sure. Yeah, man. I just love it. I was able to get my hair this cooperative before, now it's not. Put my hair out of my face without making it pull. Yeah, I cut my bangs. I'm actually I don't know. I do want to let my hair grow up, but like considering cutting it a shorter length. Maybe like not like short, but like, you know, kind of like a bob. You know, I look good with a bob, I think. But I'm not gonna cut it myself. It'd suck. I'm no hair stylist. It's gonna give me a headache though. God, it makes me hot. You know, I think I'm gonna cut my hair, go get a haircut. I just, you know, it feels so much better. It just feels so much better and it's less work. And I'm thinking of getting not like a pixie like I usually did, but I'm thinking of getting it you know, like kind of like Marilyn Monroe, like, you know, bob style. You know what I mean? I think that suits me very well, and it's very refreshing and feels really nice. Just gotta find a place that'll, you know, make my hair nice. I don't know. I have been working hard to make my hair grow out, but it's just so annoying. It's so uncomfortable. I can't. I have a very sensitive scalp. And it just feels so much more refreshing and not in my face all the time, not making me want to kick a kitten. Kidding. I would never do that. Yeah, well, a lot of guys like long hair. I know that, but like yeah, I can pull off shorter hair really well, and I like what makes me feel comfortable in myself. I don't do things aesthetically like with my looks for other people. I do it for myself. I do it because I feel comfortable. I'm a very tactile person, and I like to be comfortable. Also, I don't like the feeling of hair on the back of my neck. I just don't. Never liked it. Ever since that damn headgear I had to wear at 11, I hate the feeling of anything on the back of my neck. That headgear sort of traumatized me in a way, you know? It did. That was what I remember recalling my 11th year being one of the most miserable days of my childhood because no one understood. And I got punished so much for it. Like, I remember one time they let me wear that only at night because I just could not wear it during the day. So I was wearing it at night. I was being a really good girl about it. Well, one time I was sleeping in the living room and I was taking it off so I could breathe first thing in the morning. Well, look who happens to come down the hall. My mom happens to come down the hall and she sees me like taking it off, and she just automatically assumes that I'm sneaking it off and I'm not wearing it. And she assumes that I'm like trying to put it back on to make it look like I've been wearing it. Well, I got punished. Everybody in the family punished me. I mean, not everybody, but my grandma even got angry because she heard the story and thought that I was doing that, which wasn't even true. I was actually being a really good girl. So, yeah, that thing caused me a lot of misery and a lot of pain. And I hated it so much. It was so miserable. Oh, I can't do this. It's pulling. It's pulling on my scalp. I can't do it. It's making me lose hair. What do I do? Thinking maybe I'll just put a hat on or something for now. I just don't like the way it curls like that too at the bottom. It wouldn't be so bad if it was like straight, but it's just this awkward. And I'm not using those heat tools on my hair because I know those aren't good for your hair. What fix are you talking about? Like the headgear? It was a contraption I had to wear around my teeth, which strapped in the back of my neck. It was this metal device where these metal parts would fit into these brackets in the back of my teeth like this, and it would go around like that kid from Ed, Edd and Eddy. He had a headgear. And it hurt, and it caused pain and itchiness and overheating on my neck, and made the neck look thicker than it was. It looks bad too, and it oh god, it was just miserable, man. I don't see kids wearing those these days. I don't think they're necessary these days, but it was so miserable. It was painful and miserable and uncomfortable. And I don't recommend that. Yeah, headgear, man, that was one of the most painful things I ever were the most uncomfortable things I've ever gone through. That headgear. Wouldn't recommend it. Yeah. You guys have never seen a headgear? Let me show you what they look like. God, man, it was miserable. Oh, damn. God damn. That's what it looks like, guys. This is what I had to wear for like all the time for like a year. Yeah. Felt like a sledgehammer was hitting your teeth. It was uncomfortable, made your neck look thick. It was like, you know, pushing your face into your neck. Yeah, dude, like super uncomfortable. I mean, really miserable. Really miserable. Ugh. This is bringing back traumatic memories, my friend. I swear to God. She looks happy about it. Don't look as bad on her. But it doesn't look like it's in the back of her neck like that, you know? It's not like pushing her neck, making... Oh, there we go. There we go. That's what it made me look like. Like, fuck, it was so miserable. It was for overbites. I had buck teeth as a kid. Oh my gosh. Yeah, man, I find it, it's sadistic. It's sadistic. I'd rather have my buck teeth, thank you very much. Frankly. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. I know, Yankee, where they do. They sure do. And it's all an excuse to hurt kids, I think. I think it's all an excuse to hurt kids. Because they want to. They want to hurt kids. It's a power trip for them. It's cowards. But I don't think they do that anymore. I'm not sure if they still do headgears. That seems like such a warped 2000s thing, 90s, before then. You know, it's like people were just messed up. I'm out of nail polish. They should make these brushes longer so you can get all the nail polish in there, dude. Said you gotta, like, put it upside down and potentially spill it everywhere. Oh. There we go. No wonder I turned to drugs, dude. Well, it was also the misunderstanding that really kind of traumatized me too, because I was being a good girl and wearing it at night, and all because I wanted to take it off at like 5 or 6 in the morning so I could breathe after waking up. Like I just woke up and I wanted to get that thing off of me. And then someone came in and just thought, well, you're trying to sneak it back on because you see me coming in the room. I'm going to tell your grandma about it. I'm going to tell everyone about it. You know, it's like, and then everyone got angry at me, you know, like that was pretty bad. And that made me always remember my 11th year being just completely awful. Completely awful. That was terrible. Fuck that headgear. Hated that thing so much that I still think about it sometimes to this day with and I cringe sometimes. I mean, I don't think about it all the time. Don't get it twisted. I don't know what even brought it up this time, but like, yeah. Fuck those things. I don't think they use those things anymore. Shando's asleep. Oh, yes, you can. Okay, you guys can see Shando. One sec. Just let me fix this here. I was trying to get my nail polish. Trying to fix my thumb right here. I'm the devil. Walking side by side. So, gosh, we're running out of nails polishes. God, dude, they design these things so stupid. Like how short it is compared to the bottle. I mean, they don't reach down to the very fucking bottom, so you don't get it all. Well, how does that make any sense? Oh, God. Okay, there we go. Just want to pour it straight onto my nail. What's shaking? Let me show you what's shaking, bacon. You see my daggity dag?
Oh, just a cuddle bears with the jowls. Be so bunched up like a snickerdoodle, snickerdoodle muffin breaths. Goodness gracious me. Oh my goodness, he's so cute with those jowls all bunched up and kissable balls. Goodness. Okay, I have to kiss. He's so cute. He's so cute, guys. I don't know what to even say about that. 'Cause he sleeps like a baby. I'm gonna kiss. 'Cause I must kiss. Okay.
Make sure my nails are dry, though. Yeah, this stuff dries real fast.
Hi, dears. Hi, dears. Goodness gracious. Sorry, so much darkness over here, but can I have a kiss? Just a baby tweeps it like a deer in the meadows, tweeping with his mothers. Why are you such a baby? And so cute, and so demure, and so brave, and so smart. Smooth balls. Goodness gracious, look at that. Look at that prince. Just cut all bunched up right there with his jowls. Goodness, teddy bears. Teddy bears. Just a teddy bears.
Let me see how my little light over here is doing. Oh, we're pretty charged up now here. Let me just turn off that light so it's not in his eyes. Right in my eyes now, that's bright. Thank you. He's a good boy. Yeah, I agree, Monjet. Dogs are angels, and I do believe I think they go to heaven, dude. I don't care what anyone says. I think all dogs go to heaven. I believe in that. I mean, weren't animals kind of described in heaven too? Like, except that they all get along with each other. The leopard shall lie down with the sheep, and vice versa. Oh, that's okay, Danny Kaiser. You're okay. I'm glad to see you here, though. Yeah, I mean, we all fall off the wagon. You can, get back up, and I'll always support your sobriety, man. The United States of Shando. Mm-hmm. I actually take it as a compliment when you when you say I look like Brad Pitt. He's hot. He's really cute. Hopefully a feminine version. Thank you, Cosmic Egghead. Katy Perry vibes. Are you thinking? Oh, you're probably referring to that photo I showed you. Yeah, yeah. I don't like Katy Perry very much. Ugh. Ugh. Especially when she went on that space shuttle to promote her tour, not to marvel at space, but to, you know, be all weird about it. Thank you. Yeah, I think my colors are blue and brown. Blue and brown, maybe a cool red. Blue, brown, cool red, gray, cool gray, like a bluish gray. I think those are my colors. Oh yeah, I figured you meant the headgear. Yeah, Barney. Yeah, especially since I looked at that you were the one who said it. You know, I figured you meant the headgear. Yeah. Mm. In the Garden of Eden, when God created animals, did He breathe into their nostrils like Adam? Yo, dude, maybe. He definitely created Shando and saw that it was good. Yeah. What? What's that? Yeah, that's what He did to Adam to give him the breath of life and the Holy Spirit. I agree. I agree. Yeah, it's different. It's different. My favorite food, like dim sum, which I haven't had in like 15 years. I don't know, how long was it? Actually, not that long. Well, kind of. Yeah, around 11 years, 12 years. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm still, you know, I'm trying to quit weed. That might be affecting like my sleep and all that, but I'm doing good. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna run into any stranger and say, "Marry me." Logic. From the current century. Um, yeah, what's my favorite food that I've had in the last, I don't know, month, 2 months, year, I mean, 1 year? I don't know. It's been I say, it's hard to say. I really like that enchilada casserole I made. That's good stuff. That enchilada casserole I make, I like that stuff. Um, hmm. I like a good hamburger, cheeseburger, a good cheeseburger, an actual good cheeseburger. Not fast food, but you know, it's something that's good quality with grass-fed beef and fresh ingredients. Looks like the advertisement. A good cheeseburger though, not McDonald's. I'm talking about like grass-fed, a good, like almost homemade looking burger. Yeah, like a homemade burger. I like a homemade burger too. Mm-hmm. That sounds good. Well, I really don't think there's anything wrong with smoking weed at all. It's just like, I need to take a break from it though. I need to take a break from it. Help my REM sleep and all that. But, and motivation, not to mention. Mm-hmm. Well, thank you, Rex Morgan. I'm here every day. I'm here every day. Cannabis is key part of enjoying the calm between the storms. Yeah, I mean it can help. I'm not saying that it's like good or bad. Some for some people it works, and sometimes it's good to take a break because I don't even really experience any pleasure from it if I smoke too much of it, and it just makes me groggy all the time and not coordinated. I'm not sure. I don't know anything about diabetes, to be honest. We don't really have that running in my family or anything, so I don't have much experience with it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not going to put on music right now because I'm not currently using YouTube Music at the very moment. I did just download the app, but I'm not doing that right now. I don't want to get copyrighted for just randomly turning on some music. You know, that wouldn't be good. We're not getting me copyrighted again. And I just tried to show a little part of a music video, and I got copyrighted for it. Hurt my feelings. Kidding. It just, wow, I was a little surprised that I couldn't even show you a tiny bit of it. What's one of my bucket list items I'd like to do? I'd like to go fishing again. I mean, I'd like to get a fishing license and go fishing. It's pretty simple. What would I like to do? I'm sure I have a bucket list. I want to get a virtual reality headset and meet Marcus the Worm and troll him. Dude, want to see some of my paintings? I paint on my live stream too, and I accept commissions. That's one reason why I have my PayPal, my Cash App all there pinned down there. So if anyone would like to, my Discord and all that, my Instagram where I post all my artwork. I post all my art on my Instagram too. In case anyone would like to commission me, gosh, I have nowhere to put things. Let me show you my artwork. As soon as I put these away, I literally have nowhere to put things. Nowhere whatsoever. One sec. One sec. I gotta put all my stuff in my sock pile. Let me show you my painting I'm working on. Okay. Working on prints right now. That's prints so far. Let me see if I can get light on it there. So far so good, right? Thank you. It's prints. And let me show you one of my oil paintings I did a while back. It's of my best friend. He did pass away in 2021, but he was my best friend, and it's one of my favorite oil paintings of him. It's oil on panel. Oil on panel. It's funny because that's exactly how his hand looked too. Miss him. Oh, thank you. Yes, they're freehand, yes. Freehand, what do you mean by freehand exactly, by the way? I'm not sure exactly what you mean by, but yeah, they're, I painted them by hand. They're not like digital. It's oil paint, and that one's watercolor. Thank you. Yeah, I think Prince made a lot of men question their sexuality a little bit. Oh, I was gonna do Bowie probably after I do him. Or I was thinking of also doing Freddie Mercury as well. Self-portraits, yeah, I have some self-portraits. Those were required and when I was in college as well. You want a Kurt Cobain? Well, you can commission me for that. I'd be so happy to paint Kurt Cobain for you if you'd like to commission me. Also, I am going to increase the price of my paintings. Everyone's been telling me I should. So my watercolors are gonna go up if they're that size. That is, I can also make smaller ones. I can make smaller, more intimate portraits, if you will, for less money. But yeah, I'm considering charging around $300 for a painting like that Prince one. Freddie. Yeah, I want to paint Freddie Mercury. But I don't know. I'm not sure. I want to paint them all. If anyone would like to, we can also have a bid war. If anyone would like to, pay $500 for a painting, I'm so down. Someone offered. I thought someone here offered it. I mean, Joseph, are you seriously offering to buy a painting for $500? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'll probably gradually increase the price because people are telling me I should be valuing my work more. You will? Okay. Well, We can talk business on Discord or Instagram, Joseph. I have it pinned right here, and you can propose a subject you'd like for me to paint. Absolutely. I was a heroin addict, Mr. Cali guy. I've been clean for 3 years now. I'm ever since. I mean, come February 28th, I'll be 3 years clean. Hello, Heather. How are you doing? My neck. I am a born again Christian. What are you talking about? Yes, I am. Ooh, would you like for me to read some Bible verses? I'd be happy to. John chapter 3, verse 3 to 8. Verse 3 to 8, huh? Jesus answered him, "Truly, truly, I say to you, unless one is born anew, he cannot see the kingdom of God." Nicodemus said to him, "How can a man be born when he is old? Can he enter a second time into his mother's womb and be born?" Jesus answered, "Truly, truly, I say to you, unless one is born of water and the Spirit, he cannot enter the kingdom of God. That which is born of the flesh is flesh, and that which is born of the Spirit is spirit. Do not marvel that I said to you, you must be born anew. The wind blows where it wills, and you hear the sound of it, but you do not know whence it comes or whither it goes. So it is with every one who is born of the Spirit." Any other Bible verses you'd like for me to read? Yep. Okay, I'm going to open up to a random verse unless someone would like to suggest one. Oh, Psalm 38, okay. Okay. Okay, chapter 38. O Lord, rebuke me not in thy anger, nor chasten me in thy wrath. For thy arrows have sunk into me, and thy hand has come down on me. There is no soundness in my flesh because of thy indignation. There is no health in my bones because of my sin. For my iniquities have gone over my head. They weigh like a burden too heavy for me. My wounds grow foul and fester because of my foolishness. I am utterly bowed down and prostrate. All the day I go about mourning, for my loins are filled with burning, and there is no soundness in my flesh. I am utterly spent and crushed. I groan because of the tumult of my heart. Lord, all my longing is known to thee. My sighing is not hidden from thee. My heart throbs, my strength fails me, and the light of my eyes, it also has gone from me. My friends and companions stand aloof from my plague, and my kinsmen stand afar off. Those who seek my life lay their snares. Those who seek my hurt speak of ruin, and meditate treachery all the day long. But I am like a deaf man, I do not hear, like a dumb man who does not open his mouth. Yeah, I am like a man who does not hear, and in whose mouth are no rebukes. But for thee, O Lord, do I wait. It is thou, O Lord my God, who wilt answer. For I pray, Only let them not rejoice over me, who boast against me when my foot slips. For I am ready to fall, and my pain is ever with me. I confess my iniquity. I am sorry for my sin. Those who are my foes without cause are mighty, and many are those who hate me wrongfully. Those who render me evil for good are my adversaries because I follow after good. Do not forsake me, O Lord. O my God, be not far from me. Make haste to help me, O Lord, my salvation. I want to highlight part of that. That was really good. Those who are my foes without cause are mighty, and many are those who hate me wrongfully. Those who render me evil for good are my adversaries because I follow after good. It kind of reminds me of something. Reminds me of something. Deuteronomy chapter 38, verse 6, okay? Here it is. Chapter 38, verse 6. Wait just a moment. I don't think there's a chapter 38 in Deuteronomy. What song got you copyrighted? What were you trying to say about the song? What do you think about? I was trying to like show people this girl crush I had on this one person that was in a Prince video, and it was the 1999 music video. And it was those two like girls, you know, playing the little keyboard, and it was the brunette one I had a crush on, kind of like a little girl crush I had. Yeah, I was trying to show people that, and it was just a little part of it, and, you know, and I got in trouble. Yeah, the piano girl. The two girls standing at the keyboard side by side, but I was like the brunette one. 31 verse 6. Thank you. 31 verse 6. I also think that the original Wonder Woman's really cute. What was her name again? Verse 6. Be strong and of good courage. Do not fear or be in dread of them. For it is the Lord your God who goes with you. He will not fail you or forsake you. Very good. Thank you for the $5, man. Much appreciated. Be strong and of good courage. Do not fear or be in dread of them, for it is the Lord your God who goes with you. He will not fail you or forsake you. People keep saying I look like Linda Carter. I take that as a compliment. Don't let me down. Oh, I'm doing good, Heather. How are you doing? Can we just read that? Oh, Linda Carter. Linda Carter. Okay. Oh yeah, she was so pretty. Linda Carter. I've been clean from heroin since February 28th, 2023. It's your birthday. Happy birthday, Arthur. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, and she looks great. Linda Carter looks so good for her age. I mean, she doesn't have all this plastic surgery done to her. She just looks like she ages like fine wine. She's so beautiful. Oh, I still have Shando all right. He's asleep. Wanna see his cuteness? He's all bunched up. His jowls are all bunched up like a snickerdoodle muffin breaths. Oh my goodness. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him all curled up like a baby deer in the meadow. With the jowls. He's got the jowls to prove it. One of my favorite movies. I like the movie Dead Poets Society. And gosh, I have to kind of think about because there's so many good movies. Yeah, I like Dead Poets Society. I like a lot of like Robin Williams movies. Good Will Hunting, yeah. That's another one of my favorites, definitely. Definitely. I was about to say that, actually. Definitely. Isaiah chapter 41, verse 10. Okay. I grew up with Robin Williams. I have a soft spot for him. Isaiah. Here it is. 41 verse 10. Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my victorious right hand. I love that one. In fact, I have already highlighted it, but I put a little star next to it because I do love that one. So do. Yeah, and that's like, Tom, that is true to this tent translation, actually, word by word. Oh, Captain, my Captain, yeah. Yeah, because he had Lewy body dementia. His brain was like turning into Swiss cheese. It's like one of the most miserable things you can go through. One of the most scary things you can go through. He was a good guy. I think he's I think he's in heaven. You really think he was on the file, Heather? How do you know that? I have never heard of that. I have never seen proof or heard proof of that. Where'd you hear that? I'm gonna have to look into. Oh no, really? No way. I mean, you know what? Here's the thing. Epstein had rich and famous people around him everywhere. It doesn't mean they were all going to the island, okay? He hung out with socialites and rich people galore. Doesn't mean they were all on the island. But let me, God damn it. Let me check. That's bad. No, it can't be. That can't be, man. That's hard for me. That's hard for me to hear. It's not like I'm gonna close my eyes and I don't hear you, you know. But like, god damn, seriously? Yeah, but a lot of rich people, you know, he invited them to parties, but not all of them went to the island. Not all of them went to the island. You know, we all know. I mean, it's obvious Donald Trump didn't go to the island, and if he did, then Biden would have done something about it during his administration. You know. Let me see. Let me see. He was actually they were trying to blackmail Trump because Trump was going to expose him. They were trying to get it, you know, end Trump. They were trying to end Trump actually at one point. Let's see. Was Robin Williams on the island? Yeah, so I mean, I'm putting it into Google and not a single thing's coming up yet. I sure hope people aren't trying to tarnish an innocent man's reputation. Just because they're named in the files does not mean that they were on the island. It can mean that they went to a dinner or did a business deal at one point, but it doesn't mean that they had anything to do with that depravity. One sec. Huh? Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Now. Good, look at that. Wow. That got me a vape. Winter mint, huh? Turn on device. Wait. That's pretty good, actually. Winter mint. Huh. That's actually really good. Robin Williams. Okay, the U.S. Okay, wait. List of. Okay, well. Let me see. There's absolutely nothing on that. I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to look into it more, but that would be terrible. Yeah, Trump exposed them. That's why he's on there. Exactly. And they wanted to blackmail him. So, I know people are desperate to bring him down. People are desperate to slander him. People are desperate to try to, you know, get him impeached and all that. But, you know, you guys have to, I mean, people have to stop. People have to really just do the research and realize that actually Trump was against everything that Epstein was about. They stopped being friends. I mean, when he found out about the island and what he was doing to young girls and all that, he stopped being his friend or business partner, I should say, or whatever was going on, you know. But he definitely didn't go on the island. He tried to expose them. And they tried to blackmail him and get him killed, actually. Pretty good. Rick James. I'm on early? Huh. Yeah, I've been on since, 156 minutes ago. I'm trying to get on at like 10 a.m. because that's usually when my audience starts to, my viewers are more active. But I'm going to do this live stream here until 3 o'clock. And then I'm going to, yes, I will be live tonight. I'll be live later. We're going to work on a painting and, yeah. It is crazy how much has happened in 1 year. Yeah, sheesh. I do not think that Robin Williams had anything to do with it. I really don't. And if he did, that breaks my heart. Of course I'm going to look into it more, but just because he associated with big famous people every now and then doesn't mean that they were on the island. People need to stop making that mistake. I haven't heard anything about Robin Williams being in the Epstein files even. He seemed like a genuinely good guy. That would break my heart. Yeah, no one has brought it up. No one has mentioned it. I haven't seen anything. And I've been looking into this Epstein file shit. From like the body language guy, Blair White, just all kinds of people who are doing deep dives into this stuff, and people who aren't like biased and are willing to criticize people who they formerly supported. And you know what? Here's the difference. I'm willing to dump Trump if I find out that he had anything to do with that island, or if he did any of those crimes that they're stating he committed, they've been debunked. There's proof that he definitely wasn't on that island, and in fact they wanted to expose him, and they're all afraid of that he's going to expose them. That's a difference. But they're not willing to criticize Hillary Clinton for any of the crimes she's committed. They're going to stand by her no matter what she's done. So that's so corrupt to me. Yeah, the emails, Benghazi, you name it. Bill Clinton, evil son of a bitch. Yeah. Oh, hundreds of people visited that island. That's, it's scary. Yeah, Bill Clinton's evil. You want a Trump painting wearing a miniskirt? I'm not gonna paint that. It reminds me too much of that painting that's in Epstein's house of Bill Clinton wearing a dress. Yeah, I just said that, Okie Grower. Yeah. That was wild. I'll bet he did wear that dress too, with the seum stains, with the stains on it. Ugh. Whoa. Oh. Didn't even bother to wash it off. What a disgusting, despicable excuse for him. Go, frolic in the field. I'll be right back.
Yo. Ugh. I'm tired, guys. I, I need to just fall asleep when I can't, when I want to fall asleep. I have a hard time falling asleep, boys and girls, ladies and germs of the jury. I mean, ladies and gentlemen. You blame Monica Lewinsky for the soiled clothes. I don't know. I have a feeling he kept it. Cause didn't he wear that dress later on? I don't know. I don't know. Why would he be wearing that dress in the painting? Did he just paint it? Or I have a feeling that Bill Clinton was actually sitting in Epstein's house or whatever mansion wearing that dress. You have sleep apnea? Yeah. I'm worried I'll get sleep apnea when I'm older too because I've been heard snoring once in a blue moon. Working out, getting outdoors, moving your body, and then coming home, going to sleep is the best. Yeah, it is. It is good to be active in your day, for sure. For sure. It does make you sleep better if you get up early and get active. But, well, are you? Oh, you're 31, huh? Now I'm going to be 35 in just a few days. Oh, I don't know about that forever young, but thank you. 31 is young. How old are you, 20? Anyone who's 20 years old is going to think that 35 seems old. It's not. And 31 certainly is not old. That's young. People seem to think that there's a difference between a guy being 35 and a girl being 35. There really isn't. It's just an age. And respectively, there's a 35-year-old woman isn't older than a 35-year-old man. That's pretty sexist, actually. I am born in February. You probably heard that, and it's stuck in your subconsciousness, and you dreamt about it. I don't know. Yeah, well, I think 31 is young. Anyone saying that 31 isn't young, man, they're tripping. Come on. 31 is young. That's very young. And it goes to show that you're probably very, very young to be saying that. I only hear teenagers thinking that 30-year-olds are old or middle-aged. Come on. Seriously? There's nothing old about 31. That's ridiculous. Just objectively. That's just ridiculous. Hey, buddy. Aw, look at him. He's so sweet and precious. Wow. 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 Just a baby. Balloons to the poorest. What you doing over there? Where's your toys? Where's your favorite toy? What's your favorite toy you like to play with? Your alligators? Wow. Sweetheart. You smack your lips when your tat is pied. He likes to lay down on it.
It's actually where I just brought up my clean clothes in that bag and I put them away. I forgot to put the bag away. Oh man, I need some saline solution. My nostrils are too dry. They're getting all chapped. But I'm gonna close my door. No, I wanted to get more sleep. I wanted to get more sleeps. Oh. It's like, oh man, it's so painful. It's like a little fissure right there. I might give my hair a chance. You see how tired I am? I'm gonna give my chance a hair to grow. I'm gonna give my hair a chance to grow is what I meant to say. Oh god. I am discombobulated with fatigue, guys. I mean, I really don't want to mess up that painting, so I better get some rest soon. If I don't feel like painting that tonight because I'm too tired, we can play some Pictionary or something. You guys can guess what I'm drawing. That'll be fun. That's what I'm gonna resort to when I'm too tired to paint. Seriously, I'm having such a hard time sleeping, guys. I'm sorry. Thanks, Neve. I'm tired from not sleeping enough. I mean, from having a hard time getting to sleep. Yeah, I'm getting the weed out of my system, to be honest. I'm trying to take a break from that. In fact, I should order some sleep ointments. I'm just being really careful not to waste any money. I'm being really frugal if I can. It'd also help if I had a more comfortable bed, so I'm gonna get like one of those mattress pads that was recommended to me. Look into that. Yeah. I like to listen to a little white noise while I sleep. I can't sleep without it. I have to have a radio on. My dad's the same way, you know. My dad and I are alike in that regard, in that I have to have like a radio or scary stories playing in the background, like a calming voice. I like Horror Shorts party compilations. Lavender tea with honey? Okay. Okay. Good idea. Good idea. I do have some lavender pills. Lavender supplement. They just seem to give me lavender burps. Maybe they'll help me more when I haven't smoked weed in a while.
What's wrong, buddy? Why are you crying? Why are you crying? That's my art stuff. You're very handsome. You're very handsome. Can I have a kiss? Come here. Come here, you.
Uh-oh, looks like we're running out of battery anyway, guys. So I guess that will be my cue. I did say I was in here at 3 o'clock. But yeah, that will be my cue for now. We'll take a little break. Might start the painting at like later. So I can really get a break. 6 or 7. Okay. I'll play it by ear. I'll send a notification. I'll send a YouTube post to let you guys know exactly what time it'll be. Approximately, actually. Shando, come here. Those are my clean clothes, honey. You can't have them. Here. I love this thing, guys. It helps my back. It's like a bed of nail for pussies.
Come here, you. Come here. Come here. March over here with those big paws. Come on. Can I have a kiss? Come here. Come here. Come here, you. Yes, of course. Yes, of course. Thank you.
Oh my goodness, he's so cute, Joe. He's so cute, Joe.
Yes. Are you gonna lay in your bed? Cause you're a boy.
Here. Put that away. Those are my dirty clothes.
Come here, can I have a kiss? Can I kiss the royal hand? Can I kiss the royal paws? What are you doing, Goofy? Oh, you smell my food up there. I better put that away. Ay. Wow. Bit of nails for pussies. Love you too, guys. Okay, I'll see you tonight, Joshua. How about we read one more Bible verse before I end it, though, okay? So we feel more, you know, at ease, a little concisive. Ooh. Okay, let's see. Let's read one verse here. All right, one more Bible verse before I end it. And then, look at this. Sleep. It's about that time when I start to actually, oh man, I wish I felt like this at like 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. actually. 10 p.m. would be a perfect time to go to sleep. Psalms chapter 29, verse 1, 2, 3. I ascribe to the Lord, O heavenly things. Just as, oh, okay, I'll open that door for you, baby. One sec. I ascribe to the Lord, O heavenly beings. Ascribe to the Lord glory and strength. Ascribe to the Lord the glory of his name. Worship the Lord in holy array. The voice of the Lord is upon the waters. The God of glory thunders. The Lord upon many waters. Okay. Yeah. Hebrews chapter 12, verse 2, looking into Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of God. Amen. Yeah, it's cold over here for sure. So guys, I'm gonna let you go for now, okay? Thank you guys. Thank you, RK. I appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing, and if you haven't, please remember to subscribe. It's very much appreciated, and it helps so much. So yeah, I need to sleep. You guys have a good one, and I'll see you later, okay? And on that note, I'll see you later. Yeah, I do. Take care. Hope you guys are well, and I'll see you later, okay? Bye-bye now.